I am in a new Minecraft world with a random seed, and I am going to
0 minutes.
get my audio timer started because it's a Minecraft speed challenge. And in particular, this speed challenge, I think I'll probably call Brew Master Reloaded because it is based on Etho's Minecraft speed challenge. I think it was number 6, the Brew Master, where the goal was to brew all of the potions in the game. That was a speed challenge from a long while ago, back when there were not as many potions in the game as there are now, because now there are 12 potions, whereas previously there were only 9. And when Etho had, originally done the challenge, there were only 9 potions. And so I think that will make things more challenging, and this was already the most challenging of all of Etho's speed challenges. I think I've done all the speed challenges that Etho had ever made, and by far the Brew Master was the one that gave me the most trouble. I failed to make a pick. That's an important thing. I haven't done a speed challenge or even played a ton of survival Minecraft lately. For those of you who've been following the channel, you will know that I have been playing a bit of Minecraft, but it's been kind of creative mode with command blocks in order to learn a whole lot of new things about the game and making little creations and what you can do with command blocks, and actually a bunch of cool stuff there. And it actually also relates to what I'm doing right now with the speed challenge, because this world is, a world that I pre-generated with my map pre-generator, which is one of the command blocks things that I created a few days ago. And so yeah, if you haven't checked out those videos, by all means check them out, because I've got some cool command block creations, some of which have utility. And that drops right down into a cave, and I actually see some coal and possibly some other resources down there that I might want. There's a leaf block right above this hole. I've got some of the new, I don't know if that's andesite or, diorite or what it is. They've added in the snapshots in Minecraft. Let's see, are there other things I need here? I need to kill, before we go downstairs, actually there's one other thing I need to do. There we go. Need to set up my hotkeys so I can switch to my sword easily. Forgot to do that before I started recording. I heard or saw cows over here somewhere. There they are. Let's kill some cows to get some food. And then, well, there's another cave right here. Maybe I'll just hop into this one instead. I think, so previously I did the
3
speed
minutes.
challenge. It took me 3 attempts, and it finally took me like, I don't know, like 90 or 100 minutes to do before. And now there's even more potions than there were before, and there's new biomes, and so it may be easier or harder to find some of the materials that we're going to need. Ooh, there's a big ravine down there. We're definitely going to take a look at that. So I'm really not sure kind of what to expect from this challenge, but I expect that we are going to be in for a long haul. I might end up breaking this up into multiple episodes depending upon how I choose to edit it. I might also fast forward some of the footage. But as you heard in the background, I have an audio timer that'll go off every 3 minutes. I see some coal right here, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this. I've already got 21 beef. That should keep me going for a long time, especially if I cook it up. So I'm not too worried about the food anymore. And that experience sound is pretty low. I guess I've turned down some of the environment sounds that may be related to weather, and maybe it turned down the experience sounds as well. That's okay. I haven't fooled around a whole lot in the snapshot. I also forgot to notice what graphics settings I'm on. And so, let's see. I think I have fancy graphics because I can see through the leaves of the trees. I think. But let's not worry about that. Let's worry about the matter at hand. So, Brew Master. In order to brew all the potions, I will need many things. One of them is sugar. And I see some sugar cane right here. So let's go ahead and grab it. But I'm also going to need to collect a whole lot of stuff. And so I think I'm probably going to get some iron for some iron armor in order to kind of help not die. I hear a spider somewhere. Let's hope he doesn't push me into this ravine. I don't see any exposed iron anywhere on the side of this ravine, which is kind of unfortunate. I'm going to run around to the other side. Chickens. I might want to kill some chickens in case I want to make some arrows. Yeah, because I'm going to have to kill a ghast in order to get a ghast here to make regeneration potions. And I'll need to kill some blazes for some blaze rods, and so some arrows might be useful for that as well. So let's go ahead and kill some chickens. And I made a list, actually. Actually, I just heard a spider. I'm going to need some spider eyes as well. I made a list of the things I need, and I actually have in my other monitor, I have the Wikipedia entry for brewing and how to brew the potions open, so that when it comes time to brew all the potions, I'll be able to do that. And actually, while I'm thinking about it, one of the things I will need is a bunch of glass for glass bottles. And so that I don't forget about it later, let's go ahead and grab all the sand that I think I will need. Yeah, that should be enough.
6 minutes.
And I think while it is daytime, the most valuable thing for me to do... I don't know if I should use F3 or not. I was going to bring up F3 for cardinal directions, but rather than do that, I can see the sun is going to be heading this way. I'm going to head west, which is an easy cardinal direction to head. All the while taking peeks into little caves and different things, but I'm going to try to cover a lot of territory. Ooh, that's a good cave that goes straight down, though, and it goes down to some lava. Maybe I do want to go down there. Because I'm going to need gold. Yeah, let's maybe head down here. Let's even get some water flowing down in here, and then I can always swim back up if I want to. And I can also just kind of jump down. Is this going to work? Oh, this is dangerous to be doing right at the beginning. I'll do it anyway, because that's what's fun. Whee! Alright. Oh yeah, not bad, not bad. Got some nice lava lights. I didn't chop down more trees, did I? I'm going to run out of wood. Alright, that is super important. I've not done a speed challenge in a while. This is one of the new blocks that they have added in the snapshot that I now have in my inventory that I'll undoubtedly be discarding from my inventory in a short amount of time. Let's go chop down some more trees and get some more wood, and then we'll head downstairs into there. Yeah, I didn't even make myself an axe. I got distracted by cave systems and left my crafting table behind, so we'll make a new one, but that's fine. Like I said, it's going to be the long haul, and so spending a little extra time on this is not going to set me back. What I should definitely do, since I definitely already need some food because my hunger has gone way down, is go ahead and get that cooking up while I chop down some trees. For those of you unfamiliar with Minecraft speed challenges, I guess you haven't been around my channel for a while. I don't know that I've done any too recently, but I have certainly done a lot. I've got a couple of playlists of Minecraft speed challenges. Most of them tend to be speedier than this one. The typical Minecraft speed challenge is something you can accomplish on the order of a half an hour, and some of them even have fixed time limits to see how much you can accomplish in a half an hour. But they often also just usually have very kind of cohesive, I don't know, descriptions that you can sum up very easily. And so in this case, it is brew all the potions. You can state it in just a few words, but it's actually a rather complex task. And by the way, when I say all the potions, I only mean the normal potions, not the extended versions. And so we'll be getting a speed potion, but not necessarily a speed 2 or a speed 8-minute kind of potion. All right, and I need to eat. I can see the sun's about to go down, and so I may even need a little bit more wood than this. So
9 minutes.
I might happen to get lucky. I guess I don't need apples for anything, do I? Yeah, I've got plenty of other food, so I don't think I'm going to need apples. So I was cutting down, I guess I'm just too used to ultra hardcore, cutting down the trees that one would chop down in order to get apples. But I don't think it really matters. All right, let's go ahead and pick up our furnace and our crafting table and head downstairs. And at this point, let's go ahead and turn some of this into wood. And I'm going to just leave wood on the bar so I have an extra blocks on the bar. And let's also go ahead and create some torches. And I do have some leather, which I could turn into some armor right now. If I start encountering any resistance downstairs. Oops. Then perhaps we will do that. And if I don't encounter resistance from mobs, perhaps I'll just encounter it from myself. All right. The main thing we need from downstairs is gold, because that's a crafting ingredient in some of the potions. Although iron would help nicely as well. I'm going to go this way first, because the other way has water flowing down it, and the water is going to prevent any mobs from spawning in that direction right now. And since I may turn around shortly, it seems like going this way first might be smart. All right, here's our first iron. And I think the first thing I'm going to craft is an iron pick. There's a lot of things that are valuable to craft with iron, and I'm going to need more coal. And actually, if I'm going to be digging up the coal, let's go ahead and get the iron cooking right now. Just took some blocks off my bar, so that wasn't necessarily the smartest play. I do still have dirt on the bar. Okay, it's always good to have blocks in the bar whenever the mobs might be surprising you. But yeah, I like making an iron pick at the beginning just because you do so much mining in most of these speed challenges. And so speeding up the rate at which you can mine by getting a better pick is definitely a good thing to do. And so I like to do it as soon as possible. And so let me also get out the crafting table once again so I can make this pick. There's my 3 iron. The timing of that worked out rather well, don't you think? I certainly do. Iron pick, that's great. And while I'm here, I'm going to grab the rest of this coal because we're going to need plenty more torches, as well as cooking up a few other things, such as the gold that I hope to find down here. And yeah, we're just like 11 minutes in or something so far, and not doing badly, I don't think. If I do say so myself, did I pick up the crafting table? Yes, I did. All right, let's try to find some gold. And then, if we get deep enough and find lava, we might head straight to the nether. I definitely want to find some more iron before I do that, and a bow and arrow.
12 minutes.
A bow and arrow or snowballs would definitely be good before I go to the nether. Projectile weapons could be very important. All right, I see some more lava down here, and so that's good. There's some gold. Okay, great. Look at all this. I forgot to even check my inventory to see what the name of this white gray block is. But there's a lot of it. Whatever it is. It's blocking my gold. I need that. Actually, I only need a couple pieces of gold, don't I? For a golden carrot and a golden... There's a lot of lava down here. This is really handy. The redstone, I'm pretty sure I don't need redstone for anything. I was looking around in case we happen to see diamonds, because if we did, I would happily grab a diamond pick. But let's go ahead and grab some iron right here, and actually, if I'm going to be mining anything, I should be smelting concurrently. And I hear our first zombie. So let's get that going. And then I think, yeah, there's water around here, or was it just the water that I had placed that had flowed all the way down here? I'm wondering if we can make a nether portal, like, right now. Toot sweet! Or whatever the appropriate word would be. Yes, let's make a second furnace because I still have more food and I also have the gold. And it's almost always useful to have multiple furnaces. Whenever time is of the essence, I really should have been doing the food first, but oh well. I'm not sure if the... Actually, do I have enough for a bucket already? I'm going to grab a bucket of lava if I do. I do. Alright, let's grab a bucket, and actually I'll have enough for a second bucket here in just a moment. So I will probably grab, I guess that was my original water. If we find a water stream, I'll grab that as well. It does sound like the zombie is in that direction, I think. But let's quickly make another bucket. And I'm going to go ahead and have that on the bar as well. Actually go like that. I'm going to go ahead and craft some more torches. Torches, torches! And let's check out what's over here. Alright, I hear multiple bad guys. But I see some more iron, which I will want for armor. And speaking of the bad guys, I have not really played survival in earnest. In the latest snapshots, my understanding is that a number of them have gotten updates to their AIs. There is some more iron over there. And so I don't know if and how different bad guys might be behaving differently in this version. But that's another thing that we'll just have to kind of be wary of. I think since I don't anticipate using this leather for anything
15
else,
minutes.
I'm going to go ahead and make those pieces of armor out of leather. I know I'm going to make the other pieces of armor out of iron first, because the chest plate and the pants are the ones that give you the most armor protection. We've already got our gold cooked up, and so let's go ahead and swap things out in the furnace here. But while that's going, and now that I have some armor protection, let's take a quick look over here and see if we run into any bad guys. Okay, there's bad guys. Hey, buddy. Can I block you off? Because I really don't need to fight you. What I really need to do is just grab some of this stuff. I don't think I need any more of the gold, actually. Hello, bat. Alright, the bad guys are going to find me over here now, and here they come. And they look weird. I think that was one of the bugs in the snapshots, is like, as you're damaging enemies, like, they turn completely red. Which I think is, like, back in, like, very early versions of Minecraft. The enemies did that. I'm pretty sure they don't normally do that now. But I haven't played enough survival lately, and sometimes I fail to notice very obvious things. And so that definitely looked weird to me right now, but maybe that's always how it is. I'm also growing concerned by the number of zombie noises that I hear. I wonder if there's a zombie dungeon over there. Even if there were, I don't know that a zombie dungeon really has anything I really need. What do I need? Let's think about this for a moment. I haven't found any gravel. I don't plan to do any enchanting, but just in case I happen to like stumble on a dozen diamonds, the new enchanting system I think requires, what do you call it, lapis? And I really need a water source, and is there one right here? There is one right here, isn't there? Alright, this is my ticket to the nether right here. And just gonna take another quick peek over here. Alright, nothing's jumping out at me is totally exciting. So, I think we will have... Still don't have projectiles. I'm going to take a peek into the nether anyway, even though we're not quite ready to go necessarily. Because we're going to need to find another fortress, and those can be hard to find. And we still have a couple minutes before it's going to be kind of daylight up on the surface again. Let's see. No, I'm doing this wrong. Let's do this correctly. I have a technique that I use for building nether portals these days. And so I would like to do it correctly. I guess I should say for building nether portals quickly in a speed challenge. And gosh, it's been so long since I've done it. Can I actually remember how to do it? I think so. I think it goes like this. So I think we do that. And now we can start placing all of our nether portal blocks in the correct locations.
18 minutes.
18 minutes on the timer. And so we will be in the nether before 20 minutes. And so I guess that's probably a good start anyway. Oh, I don't have flint for flint and steel. And so this is going to be difficult to light unless I fix that little issue. And this is also going to be difficult to place these last couple of blocks. There we go. All right, I want one there. Let's not screw this up. And I want one, oops, there. Great. And then I can get my water bucket back. But it's not going to be useful to me right now, and so I will set it down here. And instead grab a lava bucket, carry into the nether. But yeah, can I set this on fire? Actually, let's do this. Let's pick up the water bucket as well. I'm going to dump some lava right here. And since I have plenty of wood, I'm going to set down a plank right there. And a plank right there, just in case it catches fire and burns. But this is, yeah, this is one of those new rocks. And so, that might set itself on fire. But in the meantime, why don't we go find some gravel and make a flint and steel? And actually, I'm still not wearing any pants. You guys have been so embarrassed for me. You're like, Brian, for God's sakes, cover yourself. Alright, we got some pants. It's okay, folks. And I've got some extra iron that I will need for the flint and steel. I don't remember passing any gravel off the top of my head, but gravel is, you know, one of those things that you don't always pay a ton of attention to. Do I need this? Yes, I still want some better iron armor on my heads and my feet. Dem feats. And I went down this way, and I don't remember seeing anything. Once again, that's not gravel. It's this new block. I can't believe there's no gravel in this world. Crazy town. I'm going to grab a second water bucket, actually. If that's... No, that's not a water source. Alright, well, we'll see if I happen to get lucky and my nether portal lit itself. And if not, then I'll have a choice to make again. Alright, there was another water source right there, though. If I need that. Have you lit any of the fire? No, you have not. I don't remember exactly, but I think any lava, including like flowing lava, could be a source block for these things to catch fire. And so I think if I spread this out a little bit more, it's a little bit more likely that one of these wood blocks will catch fire. And I can also like place a couple more wood blocks just around here in the hopes that we get lucky. And in the meantime, I guess I could just be digging around and trying to find gravel, and so, I don't know, this feels like a waste of time already. And I still need to furnace out because I still have a little bit more
21 minutes.
So let's do that. Yeah, I guess let's kind of just dig randomly and see if we can find some gravel, and we'll come across some other things at the same time. Ooh, I hear a baby zombie somewhere. That's always a scary sound. But I'm pretty sure he was dying in a fire. He was very faint, and so I think he was reasonably far away. So if you guys didn't hear him, don't feel bad. I'm pretty sure I don't need redstone. I think that's only for extending potions, and we don't need to brew any of the extended potions. We only need to brew the normal ones. There's my gravel. Hello. Hooray, hooray, hooray. And I haven't noticed if I got a flint yet. There's a flint. Okay, great. And here's some more iron, and possibly gravel that's going to fall on my head, but I dodged it because I was ready. I was ready. I was born ready. All right, and I don't think I'm going to need all that iron, but we're going to go ahead and do that. And actually, while I'm thinking about the fact that I have excess iron, let's go ahead and make an iron sword. Let's also take a moment to discard some things we don't need. Gonna need another iron pick. Hey, I hear my things catching on fire. So maybe this will happen even before I craft my flint and steel. Are there other iron things I need to craft? Right, there was still more armor, but I'm definitely going to need another pick because we're about to go to the nether, and there's often a lot of digging in the nether, and so I'll do that. I was going to make a flint and steel, which will be useful in the nether also if we need to come back and the portal goes out or something. And so that could be useful. I would love to have cobblestone blocks in the bar for when I'm going to the nether. And then after that, yeah, I guess we can just start making things like a helmet and boots and have the better armor at this point. All right, I can leave that cooking while I head into the nether, and we can worry about the other bits in a little bit. All right, so let's chop this down and light the nether portal the good old-fashioned way and see what kind of nether we got. Let's hope for a good one. Somehow the shovel is not on my bar. That's okay. All right. I hear a ghast. You may notice that other than kind of just at the moment that I walk through, hello pigmen, I will not anger you because my understanding is that you guys can pathfind now. My frame rate is not doing too bad in the nether. I can't remember if I mentioned this at the beginning, but oh, look at this lava flow. I am using, oh dear, there's a ghast. We do need a ghast here. But I don't have much practice reflecting their fireballs. I don't have any other weapons. I'm going to try it once just to get a sense of how easy or difficult it is to kill these guys this way. This could be possible.
24
Ouch.
minutes.
Or maybe not. I'm going to try it a couple of times. I'm definitely going to eat some food so that as I am trying it, I'm not going to die, hopefully. But we'll see if we can happen to get lucky with a reflection here. Ouch. Yeah, I'm wearing a fair amount of armor. This guy, actually, he was almost in a spot where I could go up and melee him. Let's not stand in a fire. That would be bad. And now he's right over... I was about to say overneath, which is a weird thing I say sometimes when I'm thinking underneath and then I realize I need over. My brain, like, kind of tries to fuse the two words together as I'm speaking. He's over the lava, and if he's over the lava, he's going to be tough. to actually get the gas here from. That's assuming, of course, that we even get a drop. Oh, so close, so close, so close. Yes! Alright, I saw something drop, maybe? Oh, I saw some stuff drop into the lava. I don't think I picked up a ghast here. I do still have inventory space, but I don't see it here. So, unlucky. Let's try to go looking for a fortress. Let's also try not to get lost. I do have a technique for not getting lost in the nether, which we will use momentarily. First off, I want to figure out how I want to navigate around this lava flow. I'm going to go this way. And definitely all the lava sounds or whatever. I did get a little bit of a lag spike there. Right, I was starting to say that I used my world regenerator on this world, and I did fly around the nether a little bit, and so at least a little bit of the nether should have been generated, and I think it did help because I've so far been encountering less lag than I typically get in the nether. And as for my navigational thing, this is a technique I've used before, where I put down cobblestone with a torch on it, and the torch is facing the direction that goes back to the nether portal. And so if I put those down periodically, I can use that as a way to find my way back to my portal. But for the moment, I'm not seeing any signs of a nether fortress. And so we're just going to try to do a little bit of traveling. But if we don't see one here, I probably will simply abandon the nether, go back to the overworld, and do some exploring on the surface, because there's still, and there's weird, I've seen this some other places too, places where the nether lava doesn't always update when you first enter. So you have to be very careful, because all of a sudden it could start updating and make you very sad. I also don't need the glowstone for the potions, for extending potions, because we're not brewing the, or kind of like strengthened potions, or whatever you'd call it. All right, but I don't see, and admittedly, I don't have my render distance out that far because my computer can only handle so much Minecraft, but I don't see any signs
27 minutes
of any nether fortresses in this chunk of the nether, and so we might do a whole lot of exploring in the overworld and then go through another nether portal and hope to get lucky. With nether fortresses over there, I am going to run down here really quick, but then I think we'll head back to the portal. And yeah, this would also be if another ghast comes by. We got a nice area of flat land over here that I wouldn't mind trying to kill a ghast in to get a ghast here, since we can do that without another fortress. But it doesn't seem like we're getting any more ghast spawning either. Mushrooms. I am going to need brown mushrooms. A couple of them, I believe. And so I just happen to see the other color. But that's something else we might happen to see in the nether. I could find that in the overworld as well. Seems like one of the things we could come back to. But sadly, our first foray into the nether was not a lucky one in terms of the things that we need for this challenge. And so that could end up significantly extending the amount of time it's going to take to complete this particular goal. Oh! I just heard a magma slime. That's another thing I need. Did I actually see him climbing up the water stream there? What did I see? Did he just fall? Yes, he just fell down here. There he is. I think you guys have updated AIs as well. And so these guys are pretty dangerous, actually. I seem to recall that the large ones, like this one is, deal a whole lot of hit points. And so I'm going to make myself a little cobblestone column here, so that I can kind of fend him off a little bit easier. But hooray! Okay, there we go. This is one of the potion ingredients that I need, and these guys are relatively uncommon. And so, it turns out that our first little foray into the nether was not completely useless, because we got one of the potion ingredients we need for brewing fire resistance potions. And since there's a tunnel here, I'm just going to go quickly this way and see if it opens up to anywhere. Doesn't look like it's going to. Just going to take a quick look, because nether fortresses are very hard to find, and so if there's an easy way through the nether, I want to explore it, but it looks like that's going to dead end. Alright, we took our shot. We got our magma cream, and now we know that we're going to have to travel a long distance in the overworld, but that's okay, because I think we're going to hope to get lucky and find a jungle back in the overworld in order to get melons. Because we need melon seeds for glistering melons for healing potions. All right, so here we are back. Right here, our furnace is still going. Because strangely enough, time does not pass in this dimension. Let's see, and boots. Guess what? I got
30
enough
minutes.
iron for iron boots. We are 30 minutes in. And still alive. If I happen to cut the episode, this might be a good place to cut a first episode. And so if I do, thanks for watching, and I'll be continuing on my journey to brew all the potions, so wish me luck.